Hey guys, I'm going to be doing a video on disconnects in line with our single phase, three phase that we've been talking about. Here we have a disconnect, a single phase disconnect. You have your line in, A phase, and your line 2 coming in, your second phase coming into this right here. So again, this again is a single phase disconnect. Now one thing, if you notice, if I try to turn this thing on right now while this is open, it will not let me get it. It's a safety feature that it has. Now if I have to close it in order to be able to turn it on, so that works that way right there. Now that that is on, I can't open up the box. So see, the box won't let me open. So that's another safety feature again. So you put your lock here, and if people try to open it, still can't open it right there. So very important. So in order for me to open up the box, I gotta turn it off, open it up. Now, in case you do have to turn power on, because sometimes we do have to test voltage, amperage, or something like that on inside. Again, there is this lever right here that you press. This lever right over here. Press it up right there. Now you're able to bypass that safety feature right there. So I only do it if you know what you're going to be doing. Again, only for people that are trained to be able to do it like that. So, all right, so right there, that is a single phase disconnect. Here I have a three-phase disconnect. Again, if you notice, this one does have its lockout. It does have a hasp on it. So this lockout right here, if one person removes their lock, again, it's still locked, because again, until everybody removes their lock, so that protects that person is by themselves. I mean, it goes up to 6. You can put multiple hasp on here, multiple people if you need to have more, but everybody that's working on this should have a lockout on it. So here, remove this right here, and remove the hasp, and again, we're able to see inside the disconnect. So here we have line 1, line 2, line 3 coming in, and then your load line 1, line 2, line 3 coming in. If you notice, it does have some knife switch that goes across. It's making contact here, making contact there. This is completely off, so I can do this right now. Right now, when I turn off the knife switch, you can see how I lift it up. See how it's the knife's right here, A, B, and C phase. Not making contact, and now it interrupts the power coming down to this right here, and then again, making contact again right there. I'm gonna go ahead and take some readings on here on the line to be able to see some of this right here, how this actually works. Let me show you this off and see if I can get you guys set up here without this right here. So here we go. Let's give it a try. So again, I'm gonna remove my lock. Okay, so again, I have my A phase, B phase, and C phase. Here I have a meter right here that I have set up right here for us. I'm going to go ahead and put it on voltage AC. See if we can really see it a little bit better. Trying to get it for you guys to be able to see it better without it reflecting. There we go. So okay, so voltage AC, and then you have your voltage and DC, and then you have your amperage, ohms, and your continuity right before it. So again, that's how. But make sure you have it on voltage AC. Here we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my lead first into my ground. Again, I want to make sure that I don't put it onto my hot first, because if I do put it in my hot and I touch this, or I touch it to a metal, I can have an arc. So you always put it to the ground first, then you read it. Again, if you guys notice, it does read 119, 118, C phase 119, and then B phase 119, and then C phase 119. So it's a 120 volt system. So each leg to ground is 120. Phase A to phase B is 205, or it ends up being a 208 system. Then A to C 205, and B to C 206. Again, so that is my voltage. Now at the bottom right now, if I read to ground, I get nothing. Well, I get a little residual, but again, if I read it to phase, again, nothing. But if once I turn it on, once I turn it on, now I can get a reading from here to here. I get my 205, 204, from A to C, 203, from B to C, 205, and then I go to my ground again, ground first, go to my leads, 119, 119, and 119. Here's a mistake that people make. They have a tendency to read from A phase to A phase, and see how it reads nothing, then B phase to B phase, nothing, C phase to C phase. They're reading it in line. It's not going to give you any reading like that. So again, I'm going to show you again. A phase to A phase, it's not giving me any, it's giving me 0.0112, that's nothing. But if I read it across, see it's 205, so 205 volts right there. Down at the bottom too, so you can see that it's reading the same thing. So down at the bottom, the same voltage right there. So again, you gotta be careful how you read this, because again, you can get hurt, you can get shocked right there. So again, even though if you read it like this and it says nothing, there's still power here, because I'm showing you right here, there's still power to this, power to from to each leg right there. So again, that's the way you should be reading it. Phases. So that's the system is from your ground to phase is 120, from phase to phase is 208. So that's how you would read this disconnect. Hopefully that helped out. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Again, any videos you guys want to make, let me know. That way I can make them. So again, very important to make sure you always turn it off. Once you disconnect, make sure you lock it. Here's from opening, unlock, and then here's from turning it on accidentally, the other lock right there. So that's how you would have your lock right there. For that right there, again, you would have your name and information of whose lock that is right there. So all right, anyway, so hopefully that helped you guys out a little bit on disconnects. All right, thank you. Bye.